In this video, we're going to look at the new Procell Intense batteries and why you should be using these now. Hi, it's Daniel Walker from Battery Specialists. With over 17 years of experience in the industry, I'll share my technical knowledge along with product reviews and information that will help you to choose the correct products, saving you money. If you're new here, make sure to click that subscribe button, and all the things that I mentioned in the video, you'll find them linked in the description below. Today, I'm talking about the new Procell Intense range. We've been testing these for several months now, and we're going to share our findings with you. We've tested these against the old version of Procell, the new general purpose Procell, and several of the major battery brands, including Energizer, Duracell, and Varta. But first, what is Procell Intense? Procell Intense Power is a new battery range specifically engineered to deliver precise pulses of energy whilst lasting longer in high-drain professional devices. This is a high-drain version of the newly redesigned and long-lasting general-purpose Procell battery. For a video on the newly redesigned general-purpose Procell battery, check out the link below of a separate video that I've done. From our test data, you'll be able to see that the Procell Intense lasts longer than any other alkaline battery that we've tested. However, to get the best value out of them, you need to use them in the devices that it's designed to be used in. What do I mean by value? Value doesn't just mean the longest lasting, or the most expensive, or the cheapest. There's a combination of all those factors that come into it. So let's take a look at some of the devices that Procell Intense would perform best in. Electronic door locks, electronic safes, blood pressure monitors, hand sanitizer dispensers, paper towel dispensers, soap dispensers, automatic deodorizers, automatic taps, motorized blinds, and remote security cameras. You'll be able to see a common trend with the devices above, that most of them have a mechanical part to move that requires a pulse of electricity, and then after use, it's in standby until the next time it's required. So now we know what they're designed to go into, let's get back to talking about the best value. From our initial testing, where we compare several different brands of batteries, we were able to benchmark the Procell Intense against the Procell General Purpose. The reason we set the benchmark of these two against each other is because the Procell General Purpose outperformed every other battery with the exception of the Procell Intense. So now we are comparing the best against the best. We were able to see the Procell Intense, when tested at 15 ohms constant discharge, lasted approximately 12% longer than the Procell General Purpose. Considering they cost 25 to 30% more, this does not present much value under these specific conditions. This test was purely a benchmarking test, and now we know the result, it's time to test them in a high drain scenario. For this test, we've tested 4 batteries in series at 250 mA drain for 5 seconds, then it rests for 5 seconds, and then this cycle repeats until it's depleted. We found that on this test that the Procell Intense lasted approximately 26.7% longer than the Procell General Purpose battery. This may get you asking, if they're 25% to 30% more expensive, why would I use the Procell Intense? For the general user, you can see some benefits to using them. But is the extra cost really worth it? That's a question you'll need to answer for yourself. If you're a business, however, this is your time to listen, as this is when Procell Intense can really benefit you and save you a lot of money. Procell Intense is not the best value just because it lasts the longest. It's more expensive. So when you compare the cost to its runtime, this becomes a negligible difference. Or does it? In some businesses, battery performance is critical. Think if you're filming a commercial and one of the radio mics drops out and you can't hear the sound. This is a big issue. That's when you need Procell Intense to make sure that you have the best, as the audio failing mid-shoot is not only going to cause frustration, but it's likely to cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and maybe even your job. Have you ever been to a wedding and then right in the middle of the vows, all of a sudden the microphone they're holding starts to run out of batteries and it's breaking up and no one can hear them? Then you have the embarrassing situation where somebody runs around trying to get another microphone while everyone laughs. You're a professional. Don't let this happen. Use Procell Intense. Now let's look at this for a service business, and I'll use a hand sanitizer dispenser as an example. You'll be responsible for changing the batteries. How long does it take you to change the batteries? Do you have to go back just to change the batteries? If you normally go out every 6 weeks to change the battery, but by switching to a Procell Intense, you can extend that cycle to 7 or 8 weeks, the improvements in efficiency and savings in labour could be immense. Last but not least is the improvement in sustainability by reducing the environmental impact you can have by decreasing the amount of cells you use to power your devices. So I hope this has demonstrated some of the powerful features and reasons why you should be using Procell Intense right now. Any questions you've got, pop them in the comments below. We check these daily, so you're sure to get a response within a day or two.